And then from there, because I had an associate's degree, got a comfy job at Allstate, paid me $16.50. Thought I was a boss, man. 30 days PTO. I was like,
Were
I
you
can do
you were
that.
an insurance agent?
Yeah, I was an insurance agent. I worked from a call
Okay.
center. I was licensed all 50 states.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely I had my insurance license for about 2.5 years. I just finished doing it. I'm getting into marketing now. But yeah,
Oh, no.
for me it was more just like a friends and family kind of thing. I sold a little bit of stuff through like cold calling and stuff like that. But for me it wasn't consistent enough. So I definitely started pivoting, looking for something more like, more in demand, I felt like at the time.
Oh, nice, nice.
The
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, because you're working for like a Goosehead or something.
it was I can't remember the company I was working for, but we wrote for like AIG and Americo, a few of those like that, Mutual Omaha.
Oh, okay, like life insurance.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did property and casualty. So I did like
gotcha.
home, auto, motorcycle.
Okay, that stuff is more consistent than the life insurance side, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was getting leads. It was great when I first started. Amazing company. That's I never. Real estate was not in my head. It
Yeah.
was till about like 6 months in. Things started going south. My calls were trash. They put me like on probation. So I was
Was it
like, you know
like
what? Maybe it's not
at
bad.
that time? Was it like bad leads, or was it what was it that started making it?
Leads were horrible. They weren't scrubbing them properly like they used to. And we just Allstate wasn't competitive in Texas, and
Okay,
that's all the calls we were getting were Texas calls.
gotcha. Okay, so from there, kind of keep painting the story as far as like how you got into real estate from there. Like what was like the next thing after that?
So pretty much, I'm not getting any calls. I mean, like I went from taking 20 calls a day to one call a day.
Okay.
And so when you don't have nothing to do, you start thinking. So I went to go listen to a podcast. This was 2015, 2016. So podcasts were nothing like they are today.
Yeah,
Really
definitely.
trash, horrible. They were horrible back then. But I got enough to where this one guy said, well, go buy the millionaire. If you want to be a realtor, go buy the millionaire real estate agent book, or what we call in the industry the MREA. Um, I went to go buy it. It was like what 300 pages. I used to have that. I lost it. I used to have my original one. I wish I still kept it.
Do you remember who it
And
was
that's what I
that wrote
would
that
read.
book? You remember who
Yeah,
the author
it's
was?
actually by Gary Keller.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I heard of him
Gary
before.
Keller's yeah, he's definitely the one who started Keller Williams,
Gotcha.
KW. So, read MREA, finished that in a week. It was like 200 pages, very dry. Like ain't nothing interesting in that book.
Kind of
Just
just the
tells you how
basics.
people, yeah, basics, how many leads to the convert and stuff like that. And I read it. And then I remember my brother-in-law, who became a realtor eons ago back in '07, was like, if you're gonna become a realtor, join KW. And I kind of moved a little too quick, but what I ended up doing, I took a tax return, went to go to real estate school. It was $1,000. I got about 1,500, so I used the G of that to go to real estate school. I did try. I did try to get my real estate license a year or two before that, but I did it online and I could never finish it. So I was like, you know what, maybe I just need to go to school. Once again, 2013, these online schools were trash. It was garbage.
Okay, when was the first time you kind of tried the real estate thing, the school going, getting licensed and everything?
2013, I saw Groupon for $99. I bought it and I did like 2 or 3 courses. I was like, this is dumb. But that was at the same time I was still full time in school.
Gotcha.
So it just was like, I can't do this.
The just a time thing.
Yeah, the time and then back then the modules for online schools were trash. to where it was like you had to be very focused, and I'll just get distracted
Yeah,
easily.
on top of all your school stuff.
Right. So I was like, let me throw that in trash. And I tried it again 5 months later about another online course for $100 can do it. And I was like, you know what? I just gotta have to go to champ. That's where back then that's where everyone went to pass was Champions Real Estate School.
Gotcha. So how long did it take from like when you the second time from like when you started doing it, the course and everything to actually getting your license?
Well, it took me, let me see, about 5 months.
Okay. And that's like doing it full time or like how much time are you spending on that?
This time I was devoted, but I actually almost because I started at a weird time. If you're really focused, anyone who's listening want to become an agent, you could get it done in a month. There's no reason it should take you 5 months. But I guess the time I had started was like weird. I took the classes backwards. And then what ended up happening, I was like literally this close to not even finishing this close.
Why you said that?
Well, because I had to take one more class, and then I was in between. You know what? Maybe I should go back to school and get my bachelor's degree and leave the real estate thing behind. Literally, I did
Dude,
4 courses.
I feel like that's the thing too, like especially in business where like the closer you get to like completing stuff to start feeling like, is there something else that I could do that might be easier? Like this is taking so long. Is there something else that could be a little quicker? But definitely I feel like, entrepreneurs go through that.
Yeah, and that's I was like, because to be honest, I'm the first entrepreneur in my family. No one. I mean, I have a lawyer who's a brother. I have a nurse practitioner who's a sister. So there's a lot of professionals, but we never. I was the genius that stepped out to become
Gotcha.
a realtor, to become an entrepreneur.
Gotcha. So was the like the class and everything, was that the only like investment or like initial cost up front that you had to like pay to get started, or like what else did you kind of spend money on to like, learn and kind of get started before you started selling and everything?
That was it. Well, to get licensed, that's really it. Now, just to kind of give you the overview, you get licensed, and there's a lot of fees you have to pay. You can get the license, that's great. Now you gotta go sit at a brokerage. After you before you can even go to a brokerage, you gotta pay your local board of realtors, and you gotta pay to use the system, the multiple listing service. So you spend
Gotcha.
$1,000 on school. The licensing in of itself was like 300, and then the MLS fees was like another 750,
Gotcha. Okay, and then
almost like
like
two,
what'd you say?
almost $2,000 before you even sell anything.
Gotcha.